The Minister-President of Austria was the head of government of the Austrian Empire from 1848, when the office was created in the course of the March Revolution. Previously, executive power rested with an Austrian State Council, headed by the Emperor himself. From 1821 under the chairmanship of State Chancellor Prince Clemens von Metternich, the offices of Minister-President was not refilled from 1852, when Emperor Franz Joseph resumed control of the government affairs, and was replaced by a coordinating chairman of the Austrian Ministers' Conference. According to the Austro-Hungarian Compromise of 1867, executive powers were divided between the Emperor and King. The Minister of the Imperial and Royal House and of Foreign Affairs is chairman of the K.U.K. Ministers' Council for Common Affairs, and a Ministers President of the Cisleithanian and Hungarian halves of the Empire. After the dissolution of the Austro-Hungarian monarchy in November 1918, the head of government in the Austrian Republic since 1920 has been the Federal Chancellor. Austrian Empire. Ministers President Count Franz Anton von Kolowrat-Liebsteinsky, Count Karl Ludwig von Fick-Helmont, Baron Franz von Pilasdor, Baron Anton von Dobelhof-Dier, Baron Johann von Wessenberg-Ambringen, Prince Felix of Schwarzenberg, Chairman of the Ministers' Conference Count Karl Ferdinand von Buol, Count Johann Bernhard von Reichsberg und Rothenlohen, Archduke Rainer Ferdinand, Count Alexander von Mensdorff-Polilly, Count Richard Belcredi, Count Friedrich Ferdinand von Beust. Austria-Hungary. Foreign Ministers. As Chairman of the Ministers' Council for Common Affairs Count Friedrich Ferdinand von Beust, Count Gyula Andrassy, Baron Heinrich Karl von Hamerl, Count Gustav Kalnoky, Count Jenna Maria Golichowski, Count Alois Lexa von Ehrenthal, Count Leopold Berchtold, Count Stefan Berian von Regex, Count Otto Carven Chenin, Count Stefan Berian von Regex again, Count Gyula Andrassy, Baron Ludwig von Flotau, Ministers President of Cisleithania Prince Karl of Augsburg, Count Eduard Tarr, Baron Ignaz von Plena, Leopold Hassner von Arthur, Count Alfred Joseph Potocki, Count Karl Sigmund von Hohenware, Baron Ludwig von Holzgethen, Prince Adolf von Augsburg, Knight Karl von Stremeyer, Count Eduard Taff again, Prince Alfred of Windisch-Gratz, Count Erich Kiel Manzeg, Count Casimir Felix Badeni, Baron Paul Goetsch von Frankenthurn, Prince Franz of Thun und Hohenstein, Count Manfred von Clary-Aldringen, Knight Heinrich von Wittek, Ernest von Kerber, Baron Paul Goetsch von Frankenthurn again, Prince Conrad of Hohenlohe, Baron Max Vladimir von Beck, Count Richard von Bianath-Schmerling, Baron Paul Goetsch von Frankenthurn, third term, Count Karl von Sturge, Ernest von Kerber again, Count Heinrich Klamm-Martinich, Ernst Siedler von Feuchtenegg, Baron Max Hosarich von Heinlein, Heinrich Lamasch, Ministers President of Transleithania Gyula Andrassy, Meniot Lonier, Joseph Schlavy, Istvan Bito, B. Acute L.A. Wenkheim, Kalman Tisiza, Gyula Sapari, Sandor Wekurl, Desobamfi, Kalman Sed Acutal, Karoli Ikonedaveri, Istvan Tisiza, Ge Acute Zfefhevari, Sandor Wekurl again, Karoli Ikonedaveri again, Laszlo Lukács, Istvan Tisiza again, Morik Esterhazy, Sandor Wekurl again, Jano Sadik,